let me know if you guys can hear me well first, okay? Because I'm not gonna talk if he hears me or if I'm not online and stuff like that. I'll wait. I'll wait. Take pictures. I'm waiting for anyone to be live. I mean, goddamn, no one's here. Damn, no one's live. Fucking joking me? Is this even okay? Somebody comment, say I'm, because I'm not gonna start until somebody tells me I'm here, right? Fuck. All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, all right. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, people coming. All right, so the reason why I wanted, I'm making the outline for my course. The psychological game of traction, and and something that's I'm becoming a little. Getting deeper in the subject of inflicting pain, and it's when I doing my research, kind of revealed to me where. Thank you, New York. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
I don't know if you eat, but when we look.
All right. Sorry about that if I lost track. I'll make another video on this when I get home. But what I'm saying is that what I'm starting to notice is that in order to create a strong bond, they have to be attached to someone with pain. For example, right? For example, think of the person who you love the most. Anyone you ever loved a lot, right? And that you still love, right? It's breaking up. Is it breaking up? All right, fuck it, right? Let me keep talking. Think of the person you love the most, right? Whoever that is. Now, if you notice the people who you never got over, you'll notice that you didn't get over them, and they were the ones who inflicted the most pain. For example, think of times when somebody let you down, and you were still their friends, right? Like, think of times when somebody let you down. Think of times when somebody hurt you, but you still stood by them, and you still came back to them. Like somebody stood you up, or somebody you know lied to you and stuff like that, or somebody like said they were gonna come but never did, and then you just, because you liked them, you sort of forgave them. You'll notice that those are the people who you sort of remember the most, who you sort of like the most. In other words, humans create a bond amongst each other when they suffer together, and with one way or another, right? And that bonds people, and that's something that, if you have a relationship and you never argue, and it's always perfect, and it's always like positive emotions consistently, I'm telling you, it's not as addictive as a relationship where there's sometimes struggle, or where there's yeah, exactly, people love their abuse. It's kind of crazy, but that's the creepy part that I'm noticing, is that in order to really make somebody fall deeply in love with you, you have to hurt them in one way or another, like either deliberately or because of a certain situation. But if they don't feel pain on your behalf or pain because of you, they're not really gonna go to you. This is the thing. What I wrote is that you want to become the venom and the cure. You want to be you want to be the snake, and also you want to be the medicine, right? Because you're gonna be a symbol of emotions. They're gonna see you. They're gonna see a whole range of emotions. When they get angry, they may think of you because they feel angry because of you. When they feel sad, they may think of you because you cause the sadness. But when they feel happy, they can think of you because you provided the happiness. And it's something that a lot of us don't do because we want to be nice, right? We want to be nice to people when we want to please them, but because we're nice, we actually miss out on the times when we really want to be honest. When somebody let us down, and we call them out on it. But what do? We let them get away with it, right? We don't show a little bit of harshness. We don't tell them that don't mess with me. The problem is that when you let people do whatever they want with you without giving them harsh consequences, they don't respect you. You gotta give people harsh consequences, right? And because to let them know that if you do this, there's more coming to you. Right? And so when you show them that you don't care, and not that you don't care, but that you're willing to inflict pain, it forces them to say, to put down their self-esteem to like you, because they're gonna say, because they know they feel shitty, right? They know what you did, but because they like you, they'll come back to you. But in order for this to work, and this is where people are gonna go wrong with this, is that in this, you cannot do this in the beginning. You have to do this when things are looking very good, very good. You guys are like, and that right at the moment when you think he's like boyfriend material, boom, do that. You know, like, don't do it in the beginning. That's too harsh. In the beginning, just do subtle things. But towards like the 2 or 3 month period, right at the fever pitch of attraction, when you guys are seeing each other a lot, that's when you have some leeway, some leverage to do this, because he'll come back to you. You know, it's kind of like with your parents. If your parents fuck with you, you're still gonna love your parents, right? Right? Like, if your parents hurt you, but why do you still love them? Because you depend on them, right? And so how do you make somebody dependent on you? You make somebody dependent on you by becoming their source of pain and their source of pleasure, right? Like, for example, the thing is that you want to hurt their ego, and that's how people become attracted to you, through their ego, through their vanity, right? Socially, there's 2 ways people become attracted to you. Socially, other people see that what you like, they want, so you become attracted to it because of curiosity. And the other one is because of your vanity. Somebody hurt your vanity. Somebody hurt you, right? For example, if you're talking to a guy and you notice there's a woman who wants the same guy, you may want him more, simply to prove that you're hotter than a girl, right? Like validation, right? And so what you do then is you lull them in. You create a pattern where they think they have you, right? And you inflate their ego. And so once they feel like they have you, they feel an heightened emotion, and that's dependent on you. And the reason why they feel that's because they think you're actually addicted to them. They think that you're defenseless, that you just love them and you cannot help yourself. They feel that, but there's a moment that if they keep feeling that, they're gonna take you for granted. Now, you do that when you make them feel that, and then right at the moment when he's actually likes that and he doesn't find that too much, you back off. His ego deflated. You back off, even in subtle ways, right? But that's what I'm going to talk about in the course, like that type of shit, right? And it's all the game that most people don't, the game that people play, but they don't know that they're playing, right? Triangulation, I'm gonna go with that shit, whatever the hell that is. And it's something that it's if you're consistently someone who's nice, right? If you're just a nice person, consider yourself a nice person, you're gonna avoid conflict. You're gonna struggle. Like doing, like, if you're a people pleaser, you're gonna struggle with this, right? And so that's why you have to, how can I say it? For example, like, just think about people who hurt you the most, right? Think about people who hurt you the most, right? I bet there's a lot of people who hurt you who you would still take back if they actually reconciliated, or if they apologize, or even if they came back to you, right? Isn't that crazy? It's irrational, but that's what happens when you fall in love. You are irrational, right? And you take them off balance. How do you become irrational? By making them emotional, right? And this is something. And the thing is that you may say this is fucked up, but by knowing this, you could counter manipulations. You could counter abuse. If someone's abusing you, you can learn how to counter it, right? And that's stuff that I'm going to talk about in the course. That's what I'm doing about. And it's going to be very tactical business. It's not going to be about like a lot of spirituality. No, this is gonna be about like the pure raw material that fucking gets to the core and shit. But what was I saying? Jack, come back. Don't get on the boat though. If you get on the boat, I'm gonna fucking die. But come back, Jack. Don't get on the boat. I need to survive. Just come back. He's like, this bitch is not gonna let me out. I'm swimming away. Fucking, let's talk about, oh my goodness, get out of here. You know you don't even want him to come back, Rose. You were nice and warm. That girl manipulated him. Trust me, yo, if you just imagine, look, anyways, I'm not even talking about that. But just notice your relationship. If you notice that you don't argue that much, or you're afraid of arguing, or you're afraid of displeasing the guy, you may be trapped. You may be the one who's being manipulated, and you don't even know it. If you're afraid to say something because you might lose interest, you may be the one who's being manipulated. You know, and there's so many ways you can reverse that. So many ways, and that's what I'm studying right now. I'm really, I'm studying ways to counter it different ways. It's just right now what I'm doing is like working on the system, like a little system, like a step-by-step system. If you do this, do that, right? So when you watch the video, if you guys ever check out the course, when you watch it, you're gonna notice it's a little bit more structured. There's gonna be text. It's gonna be more structured. That's all. You know, with these videos, you get more of a freestyle and more of a playground. But in that course is gonna be Professor D, Professor Do in the house, right? Okay, let me get in the picture here.
คนไทยเช่นนิวยอร์กเป็นแอคเช่นโล
All right, take another picture. All right, that's it, guys. This is Alex from myfoottraction.org. Right now I'm in Union Square in New York City right now. Yeah, so I'm just checking it out. It's not that bad though. It's not that bad. It's a beautiful place. Stuff like that. Yeah. But yo, I'm gonna be out. Doses.